All right, I'll open it up. Thanks for everybody for coming. Jay, is it normally this crowded for
No.
pregame speeches?
No, they don't want to hear about everybody who's out.
No, on a serious note, we definitely understand the magnitude of what just transpired. It's not lost on us. Definitely would like to thank Luka for his brilliance and, over the last, 4 years since we've been here, what we've been able to accomplish, as well as, Maxi Kleber. When he got hurt the other day and I go in the back and check on him, and the first thing he says is sorry for getting hurt, but that just, kind of goes to the type of person he is. And then also Smooth, like he was such a great guy in the locker room. So I just want to, thank all those guys for their contribution to get us to where we're at. And then as we turn the page, I think it's important to know that Jay Kidd and I, we've had a vision in the culture that we want to create since we've been here. And the players that we're bringing in, we believe exemplify that. And, we think defense wins championships. And we're bringing in one of the best two-way players in the league. A lot of people don't talk about, what he does defensively and offensively, but, if you can name first-team All-NBA players that are also first-team All-Defensive players. That's a unique unicorn to try to find, and we're able to find that. And as well, you look at Max Christie. He was their starting two-guard, guarded all the top players in the league, and he's young and athletic and bouncy and, gets his hands on lots of balls. So we really feel that they're bringing in, they're adding into the culture that we're trying to create here. We feel that defense wins championships, and we're excited to go. We feel like we're built to win now as well as in the future.
Nico, this is obviously one of the most unique trades in the NBA. There's never been a player as accomplished as Luka traded at this point in his career, especially without asking out. What got you guys to the point where you felt like moving on from Luka was in the best interest of the franchise?
Yeah, I think it wasn't really like a point. I think it was like, how do we make our team better? There's some unique things about his contract that we had to pay attention to. There's other teams that were loading up, that he was going to be able to decide, make his own decision at some point of whether he wants to be here or not, whether we want to supermax him or not, or whether he wants to opt out. So I think we had to take all that into consideration and feel like we got out in front of what could have been a tumultuous summer.
Nico, did you have any indication from him or his representation that he was going to opt out or not take the extension or anything like that?
No, not at all. Not at all. Nothing verbally that would lead me to believe that.
Why would the Supermax be a difficult decision on your end?
Oh, no, it's not a matter of it being a difficult decision. It's a matter of, once you put that out there, they accept or they don't, and then at that point you're on the clock.
Did you have discussions with any other teams besides the Lakers about this deal?
No, and I'd like to give Rob Pelinka a lot of credit. Trades, you guys have been around here, trades don't happen at the smallest level without stuff getting out. And Rob and I were able to have, really intense conversations over the course of, 3 or 4 weeks that started out as a coffee that, was more, hey, would you ever, I don't know, would I? Let me think of, and then it built upon that. And, we kept it between us. We had to keep it tight. Jay Kidd didn't know about it. But Jay Kidd and I are aligned, and we talk about archetypes, and we talk about the culture that we want to create. So I know the type of players that he likes without actually talking to him. Hey, would you like, so I know that. And Jay Kidd coached them when they won a championship. So I think when you're aligned with your coach like that, I know the type of players that he likes. And so I felt good about it making sense to where we're trying to go.
With Luka's pedigree and potential that he's shown so far, this feels like a move that you absolutely have to be right about. There can't be any doubt in your mind when you pull the trigger on it. I'm just curious, what convinced both of you that you will not be wrong?
Well, let's be clear. I'm the one making the decision, and Jay's supportive of it, so it's me. I don't do anything that's scary. I think everything that we do, we put a lot of work into it. We study it, and we restudy it, and we go back, and I understand the magnitude of it. So the easiest thing for me to do is do nothing, and everyone would praise me for doing nothing. But we really believe in it, and time will tell if I'm right.
You've said it a number of times. You've mentioned the word culture and how Anthony and the other players you bring back fit that culture. Are you implying that Luka no longer fit that culture?
No, listen, one thing about me, I'm not going to talk bad about any players. Like that's not going to do, us or me any good. I just say there's levels to it, and there's people that fit the culture, and there's people that come in and add to the culture, and those are two distinct things. And I believe the people that were coming in are adding to the culture.
What would you just say to fans who are frustrated about this move?
I'm sorry they're frustrated, but it's something that we believe in as an organization. It's going to make us better. We believe that it sets us up to win not only now but also in the future. And when we win, I believe the frustration will go away.
Nico, what was the conversation like with Patrick Dumont when we introduced this idea to him?
The first time he laughed at me. No, I mean, Patrick, he's the owner. Obviously, he's the ultimate decision maker, but he entrusts in J. Kidd and I to lead this team, and he's putting the trust into us. And then, obviously, you got to get judged on the performance that you've done as a leader. And at some point, if it doesn't work out, then I'll be judged for that.
Jason, what is your reaction to this trade?
Yeah, I think it's it's something that, as Nico's brought up, we are aligned, right? And so just understanding Luka, when I first came here, excited about the opportunity to coach an upcoming star and who became a mega star. And I was just blessed to have that opportunity to coach him. But when you look at the vision of the team and what Nico wants to build, I truly support that. And truly believe that the players that we're getting are the ones that can help us achieve that, and that's to win a championship.
Well, why did they fit that vision better?
It's not about better. It's about, being able to, again, Nico has talked about defense. Defense wins championships. AD is the one that we truly believe fits with D-Live and Gaff and PJ. And so when you look at going forward, we're looking at the window to win now, and with AD and Christie, and not to forget about Christie. He's a young wing that we believe that fits.
What do you envision? I mean, does AD start at 4 for you guys? Is he at 5? How do you envision that working?
I gotta be honest with you. Right now, I'm only focused on today's game. Right? Like
You're not being honest with me.
I am. I got a list of players. I gotta tell you who are out, and we got a game today, right? And so, as we go down the line, I'll be able to answer that question for you. And I'm not avoiding that question. Like as you see the rosters built, he probably will start at the 4, but I can give you more concrete information as we go forward.
All right, I recognize who you love.
When do you expect these guys in uniform?
Not sure. I don't have the perfect answer for that because, everything just happened. I don't even think it was midnight last night, like 2, 3 in the morning. So we're still trying to get physicals, figure out how long that's going to take, get people in the market. So we don't have a perfect answer for that.
Do you have an idea about AD's availability in terms of the abdominal issue that he's dealing with now?
No, we'll learn. 1, it wasn't significant, and 2, we'll learn more as we go through the physicals.
You mentioned you think this will work in the short term and the long term. Short term makes great sense. How do you see this working out well for the organization in the long term?
Well, I think the long term is the time frame. I think he fits our time frame. If you pair him with Kyrie and the rest of the guys, he fits right along with our time frame to win now and win in the future. And the future to me is 3-4 years from now. The future 10 years from now, I don't know. I don't think they probably bury me and Jay by then, or we bury ourselves.
Yes.
All right, I know there's a lot of questions.
Thanks,
There will be
everybody.
time to
Appreciate it.
discuss them
Great job.
later.